I randomly would go start pointing the laser pointer at different parts of the bulkhead to see if the pilot starts running around.
What if that happens when we start shooting phasers? He just runs to the view screen, smack.
Oh man.
Oh no.
Just smack straight into the view screen and break it. Oh, we're all out in space now.
Be like Nemesis all over again. I'll be right back.
Oh wow. Oh, they're making a Discworld TTRPG on Modiphius.
But what?
Discworld Adventures in Ankh-Morpork.
Hmm.
A Discworld TTRPG.
This world.
Yeah, Terry Pratchett's Discworld. That would be interesting because if you can think of it, it can happen. Uh, oh yes, after they've infiltrated Starfleet, caused the destruction of the Europe of the shipyards on Mars, the planetary planet. Oh yes, yes. Let's yeah, that's pretty much where we're picking up is after Picard saves the Federation from the Borg Queen and his half Borg son. Oh yeah, and Q is still alive because fucking why not?
You mean jerk Q or mommy Q? Because if it's mommy Q, sign me right up. I'll fuck.
Jerk, uh, jerk Q. This
Nah,
is
nah.
this is
Mommy
the
Q, put him in his place.
Q. Yeah, this is the Q that became Discord in My Little Pony. These are the voyages of the starship Dakota.
By the time we get back, my character will be at the right age to sign up to the Academy of Starfleet.
Yeah. Shut
Yeah.
up, Wesley. Oh, Oh, so you're the one we'll be getting to tell to shut up.
Yeah.
You're a wrestling crusher. Now shut up.
Uh, it's
Yay.
totally trustworthy. No problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Aw, no protostar.
Our character knows a little bit more about the singularity because of his mum's teachings to him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he knows a little bit more about the Romulan systems than the Federation's.
And so if you start, I feel like it's like when you start talking about the Romulan systems, when we all tell you to shut up.
Yeah, in character.
Yeah, it's a really bad idea.
I bet that's just a warning label. Nothing bad will ever happen. You just turn them on full power. Isn't supposed to make that noise. It's supposed to. It's an engine.
Yep. The sauce. You know,
But I bet
that
that the warp speed is a bit diminished than the regular engines, isn't it?
actually, you'll be surprised.
No?
Uh, yeah, yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. Plus, in the first episodes of the Next Generation, the sausage section was capable of the same speed as the body. Yeah.
In fiction, at least.
Well,
I mean, yeah, I understand. Once I get going, I can't stop. It has to be finished. The goal must be completed.
I pulled. I found Star Trek Dakota on the Rumble.
Awesome. I'm so famous.
Yeah.
Oh, want to see this? Let me listen to the music. And I'm logged out. Crap! I forgot the passwords.
Oh no! You forgot the passwords.
Let's see if I can use this one.
Fitness, security, random ass rolls. flight controller.
Crap, it's invalid. My bad.
Yep.
I don't think it actually is rolling.
It's rolling.
Oh, oh, that's a 12.
That's not my email. That is someone else. Good. Let's see.
Also, I don't know where you get 5 crits. There's only one there, but yeah. That's 1 success. Yep. Because if you hover over it, you'll see it says 11, 14, 10, and 8 are the rolls. Otherwise, if we if we always rolled 1s and 2s, geez, we would never have to worry about warp core breaches.
Warp core breach! Ah! Everyone begin panicking. Try injecting the warp core. Oh, oh, and remember the wise words of Scotty. You never tell your captain how long it takes. That way, when you do fix things, you you make it sound like you're a miracle worker.
That's what I'm gonna do with my medical profession.
You never tell him to get better.
He'll be better in 6 days, and then I do it in like 2 days. And yeah, I'm a miracle worker.
Now, what is the Shackleton expanse again? Ah,
Yeah, it's between Klingon and Romulan space.
which Enterprise? The- well, to be fair, the Enterprise B had to already go back into ship dock just as soon as it left shipping ship dock, dry dock.
Yeah, Harriman was a terrible captain.
And of course, the only time we ever actually get to see the Enterprise B was in the Generations movie.
Uh, wait, what song we're waiting? All right. Books. Oh, he's signing books. Or he wants to ask his book signed. I might have misread that too. Because if he's famous, I have a new target for the paparazzis to get to. That's
There are so many writers that are not famous.
I'll make them famous. They will like it
They
Mm,
will.
for all the wrong reasons. Life forms, you precious little life forms. You tiny little life forms. You
what?
precious little life forms.
Why was our crew decimated?
Because of the
I didn't watch it.
yeah the yeah all anyone that's like 18 or under were infected by small Borg nanites from the transporter systems.
That is so dumb. But you might have to, because I didn't watch anything after season one of Picard, so you might have to recap me on that stuff when we start.
Last season is important.
Possibly traumatized with what they done. We never know. I have some really dark imaginations of what happened down there. It's like, oh man, someone's grandmother's dead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they also integrated Borg technology into the newer ships, which allowed the Borg to take over the ship.
I didn't think this is possible, but I think you made me hate Star Trek. I'm so
Well,
glad I didn't watch
Eh,
those last two seasons.
Good job.
I think they just combined 40K with Star Trek to see what would happen. My character will probably just pretend they didn't happen. again for like
Oh,
the fourth time.
right.
I had a in my first, I think it was the first or second season of Star Trek Adventures. I just had B4, and then he had like the memories of Data,
Well,
and yeah,
it technically, it is technically B4. Um, and they had to, but both Data and Lore were in the body, so they had to fight to see who one came out on top, and Data came out on top.
that's the one part that I didn't put in it. Instead of that, I had some sort of like some sort of mechanical phage, like mechanical virus that was eating at his body that was basically making him look older. So that was how I explained the aging. But this was back in like 2017, so this is way before any. Eh, Same reason they keep trying to make Terminator movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, because they just want money. Like, just leave them out of it. It's fine. They don't have to die 3 times.
Yeah, they basically got the original cast all back together. War.
Sounds
Yeah,
like Worf.
that was hilarious.
Swords are better. Swords are fun. I'm a pacifist. Look, use
But
the hilt. It's a
you just
gun.
murked 13 people. Yeah, I would not have done it if you guys didn't get in the way. Woo! Do we get to meet Janeway?
So is Tali playing the XO or the CO? Because I I thought Tali was playing the XO. Oh, okay, right. So I thought you said he was dropping off the XO. That's why I was confused. So, gotcha. How do you pronounce his name? Is it Zib 8? Oh, that's clever. Exhibit. That's what I'm gonna call him. Yes, I remember that how that started. Who here has not seen uh Shield of Tomorrow? Okay, so everyone's seen it. Good. That was the originator on Geek and Sundry. That's where the XO came from. And the Ross
Not,
the, Ro-
I've not
the
seen that.
okay, the Ross class ship came from the Clear Skies, which was their second campaign. So yeah, yep. I can't remember what class it was though.
My bad.
Dang, if ever
Now,
there
I
was a
have
mute
heard
button.
of the Sally Ride, but I've not seen Clear Skies.
The first like 3/4 of that show is awesome, and it made me want to play and GM Star Trek Adventures. And then I got into Clear Skies, or I started watching Clear Skies, and that was roughly around 20, was it 2020, 2019? I don't remember, but yeah. And then by then I was already like deep into my own shit as far as like Star Trek Adventures and everything. So I was like, I don't care anymore.
Mm.
Anyone getting the PS5 Pro?
No,
Anyone willing to spend at least $800 plus tax? Who knows?
no.
the
I have
last
a
PS, the last PlayStation I got was PS2, so obviously I'm not gonna do it.
the last one I got is the PlayStation 4, and I still have it. So
I prefer computers anyway.
mm, I don't care as long as I'm able to play.
I the last PlayStation
Woohoo!
the last PlayStation I got is a PlayStation 5.
How is it?
I barely touch it.
Oh, that sucks. I couldn't imagine getting something that expensive and not touching it.
Like I do touch it, it's just I barely touch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, haven't you heard? PlayStation has no games.
Exactly.
We have no original IPs. Excuse me, but what are all these?
Exactly. The stockpiles you made exclusive to you. Yep. Um Square Enix is actually planning. I heard some rumors that they might be yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, have you heard the new EULA changes on Steam in certain areas? Oh, you don't own the games. You're just renting a license. So if I'm not
Yeah,
owning it, then that means pirating's not illegal.
exactly. That's how you fuck up your own company.
This world is.
Oh, yes, you do. And it's a minute early.
I am a minute early.
Welcome.
Welcome.
How's it going, y'all?
Hey,
All right.
Yeah, 553. 653. Jean Delancey.
Yeah, I see the crew and the ships, and I see the handouts. All right.
You know, well, I find it hilarious that I'm playing Acacia and my profile picture is just a pic of a cat standing up, say, with the caption "Bipedal cat is next stage of evolution." I was meant for it.
Right.
So guess what, Doc? I'm not 100% sure, but 5 minutes before the game, my mom just came in here and was like, "Hey, we're gonna all actually sit at the dinner table to eat today." So I might actually have to go soon. So I do apologize for that. Um, I will probably just try to eat as quickly as I can and then come and join you guys whenever. But if I don't make it, then you guys can just use my medical guy as an NPC or whatever. Yeah, this is like a once a year thing. So I, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is they do too, but they don't care because they're the type of people that it's like my way or the highway kind of thing. Like do as I say, not as I do. So yeah, there's not really a thing I can really, and that, yeah,
I'm
that's why.
absolutely pissed. That's what he is.
Well, that's why I like for like 5 years I didn't live here, and then I decided to when I moved back here to kind of get a good job here. I was like, well, if I live here, I won't have to pay rent, etc. So that's like the only real big benefit to it. But it's starting to kind of wear out that welcome. But I'm gonna go in there and see because I hear someone yelling, so I'll see what's going on, and if I can get back here, I'll try to get back here.
Star Trek: The Infamous Adventure, Season 7. Hmm. Someone points the laser pointer at someone else, and the Cation just runs them down.
Oh, at least I got.
Hmm.
I at least know basic medicine. The kid just walks up and goes, "Here," slaps a bandage on it.
Plus, we also have the EMH. Question: are the corridors of the ship lined with hologram emitters? Holo emitters. Yes. So the EMH is not can move around and are not confined to the med bay. Yeah. Oh, let's see. They're remastering Tomb Raiders 4, 5, and 6. They're part of the original Tomb Raider game series. Yes.
Let's see.
We were waiting for that
Yep.
minute.
It is time.
It is time. We are
Come on,
live.
sunshine.
Everyone should see us. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the infamous Star Trek Dakota. This is Star Trek Adventures 2nd Edition. Season 1, Episode 1, The Celestial Algorithm. And we got our players here, as always. You guys feel free to introduce yourselves.
I am Max Hex. I'll be playing Ensimi, the Cation Helms woman. I'll be piloting the Dakota.
This is Tully. I play a combination of a Soong-type android and a hologram known as XIB8 or Exhibit for my name. And it's going to be an interesting character. I've had like a concept like this for a minute, and like it looks to be something fun. So
Oh,
look
I
forward to
liked
it.
it. I liked your concept.
Hi, I'm Mac, and I play Finless, the half Romulan, half Trill
All right, I'll do
child.
it. Hi, I'm SlyDX. I'll be playing as Halor, or as 9 of 10, a liberated Ferengi Borg. I'm also the proprietor of the. My bad, what's it called again? The Starlight Siren, a pleasure bar. So just sit back, relax, let me serve you. I'll be your sympathetic ear. Plus, if you lose any property within my boundaries of my
I
establishment,
don't think Sly's
I
there.
can't guarantee their return. Ever.
Hang on, we get a little bit of technical difficulties. I hear Mac and Sly. And Sly, you kind of cut off Mac. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe we should try to like regroup.
Don't worry.
Sly, can you hear Mac? Or Mac, can you
Uh,
hear Sly?
Mac is gone, I think.
I think
Yeah.
she's reloading.
Oh, there she is.
It's always technical
Just wanna make
difficulties
sure
on
it's all
Roll 20
proper.
when you use.
Should
Yeah.
I reintroduce myself?
No, I
Don't
heard
worry.
you. I heard you.
Go ahead.
I heard you just fine, which
Hmm.
means you came through just fine. Because I'm the one streaming. At least this should be.
Yeah. I didn't hear you, so I had to refresh my page.
Anyways,
alright.
you should see unknown vessel and a bunch of Gormagander floating in space, just floating in space. Is that what everyone's seeing?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
A giant wormhole opens up. And a construct machine comes out of it and swallows up all of the, just like sucks them all inside. And that is the teaser. That's where we're gonna jump ahead into the next scene. And now you should all be seeing the captain, the commandant, a Klingon, and Nishimi flying the ship, flying a shuttle.
Oh, hold on. I think I need to
No?
Did it
Re-
not?
refresh. No, it did
Nope.
not change.
Okay.
It didn't change. You have to move to tab over.
It did not accept that. I did try to. There we go. That is where everyone is. Accept it. Now you should
Okay.
see what I'm saying.
We will accept it.
Technology hates me. It always has. It always will. So you're flying around, escorting the captain as she's being briefed by the Commodore on Dakota's mission. Basically doing a visual inspection. Mara hands the captain, the other Mara, the Klingon woman hands the captain a pad, and it's basically gives her the information of the Dakota, which you should all see now. And she says, "This is your new ship. It's a little unusual. The Romulans had a hand in building it. I know that's very strange. And this the Commodore is the leader of Starbase 4, and I'm not good at accents, but she's very Russian." So you can hear the accent, and she basically says, "You're getting what's left of the officers to man it. It's unmanned, and you'll be taking a 5-year trip into the Shackleton Expanse, hopefully finding new members of the Federation to help grow our alliance after the recent attack with the Borg. And that's where we're going to have our first order. The captain is going to tell Nishimi to make a daring con task difficulty 1. And I'm going to spend a threat to raise that to a 2. And she wants you to get really, really, really close to the ship so she can do a visual inspection.
Let's see. That would be. You said daring.
Daring plus con, difficulty 2.
Do I use the? No, that's the Dakota sheet. Hold on. Let me pull up my character sheet. Daring con difficulty 2. That is a 10.
You do get what you have 1 success. You do get assisted by the shuttle's engines because you're not on the Dakota.
Okay.
And there is a complication with the shuttle. The shuttle did not assist you. I'm not going to make the shuttle explode this early on. So you failed, which is a success at cost. I'm going to take a couple of threat for that to come back and bite you guys later. And so you move in to the ship to get a visual inspection. So we'll move maps.
Damn board technology. Oh no, it's Romulan technology.
So yeah, flying close to the shuttle, you should get a very good view of the ship right now. And you barely scratch the paint right here, just like in Enterprise.
Or Galaxy Quest.
Oh, Galaxy Quest is when the main ship was leaving and tear off the entire name of it on the side.
Now we get to see what the captain saw.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
The specs for the ship. Oh, you're back. Nice.
Yeah, I'm back. Barely conscious, though.
And then she also looks at the shuttle before ordering Nishimi to move in and dock inside the ship. So now we're going to move on and introduce the next crew member.
Okay.
You should see the turning come in to the Lidris station. The Vorchok comes in and just cloaks because I want to play with my special effects. And then we cut to the bridge and exhibit. You're on the bridge. Data comes out and he tells you to come to his ready room to get your next assignment. And then he turns around and goes back into his ready room.
I immediately get up and follow the directive.
All right. And
Should
after
I be
you,
here somewhere?
can you not see anything?
I see the whole map.
No. The only person here is the XO. We're basically introducing each character in a scene.
It's a black screen.
And then you got a black screen.
Yeah, I got a black screen.
Fun. Why
I
did
see it just fine.
Why didn't it move you over?
Doesn't like me.
Black screen.
I see 2XIB8s.
Yes. When he steps away, another holographic version of him appears And he goes in here with Data. Make sure you guys can see everything. You should now see Data and exhibit in their ready room.
Yeah.
And you see a pad on his desk. Data hands you that pad, and it's the same information that you just seen with the captain. It's the information on the Dakota, and he's basically being said that with the lack of senior officers with the events following Frontier Day, that you have been giving a battlefield promotion to actual XO of the ship, and you'll be on your own from here on out. He won't be there to help you.
All right. I kind of look perplexed to Data, and I say, "Ah, yes, I see. Well, I suppose I will be seeing you again eventually."
And I need you to make a presence command roll. Difficulty 1. And I'm going to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to spend a threat to make it 2. To see
Oh,
if Data actually thinks you're ready for this.
all right. I'm gonna give you a threat for an extra die.
Ooh. He does not think you're ready for this.
Oh man.
So he kind of has emotions this time following the merger and the newer forms of the androids. I think they're calling it the golem or something stupid. That is true. You should have a higher presence. But he
Yeah.
was like, Starfleet has ordered, and you've been ordered to report to the Dakota, report to the transporter room, and good luck. Godspeed.
All right. I directly head to the transporter room.
All right. And now we move on to Finless, who is arriving on a Romulan bird of prey. Because you're just not comfortable on the Romulan ships, so your mother took a posting on the only Federation ship useful that could use her expertise, because your father is a Trill who died during the Borg attack. And you have an interest for engineering, so you've been hanging out in the engineering section.
I've been hanging out in the engineering section with other working out the systems of the Romulan warbird. While I've been waiting to go back to the Federation.
Yes, and Lyra Velen has been trying, the chief engineer here, has been trying to lock down a stability issue, and she wants you to make an insight engineering check, difficulty 1, and I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing, making that a difficulty 2 by spending this threat.
Insight engineering.
I've been trying to make you guys get momentum, and you've been failing at it horribly, but
Let's roll 20.
We wasted it all before the game.
Yeah, the way,
Because I'm using compute. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you a threat.
All right.
Just heads up, I see all black.
Try scrolling around. It'll
Yeah.
or zoom out.
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you've succeeded at the task, and you've generated 3 momentum, but you've also got a complication. So do you want to use one of those momentum to buy off that complication?
Yes, I do.
All right. You now have 2 momentum. You tell her that there is an imbalance in the singularity cores in the core of the core, and she locks it down for you, and that's when your mother comes in. Where did I put her down there? So many, all these Romulans look the same.
I'm like, see the that imbalance in the singularity. That's the problem, right there.
Uh, and she's like, "We have arrived, Finn. Meet me at the transporter room immediately."
Okay. And he goes, "Bye, Liara.
And then you,
Hopefully I can see you again one day." And he
Uh,
takes.
somebody was
Yeah.
about to say something.
the back seat GM, infamous, is asking something.
Uh,
Are there torpedoes in the same room as a singularity, or are they something else?
no, that's torpedoes in the same room as a singularity. It looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Can't see anything going wrong there.
Yeah, I noticed that
Yep.
the rating on the equipment on the left side is must be in Romulan.
No, that's Russian.
I thought that was a pacemaker from my point of view. It looks
Ye-
like one.
All right. So now we're gonna move on to
Mirror
introducing
universe.
our lovely doctor, who is on board Starbase 4 is transporter room, saying goodbye to Commodore Petrov as she tells him he's being assigned as chief medical officer aboard the Dakota.
Question out of character. Is anyone else going with me, or am I being transported over by myself?
You are being transported over by yourself, but you do have a medical staff. The only one that currently has a name is a Denobulan nurse, Anara
Okay.
Flux.
Okay. And I assume I know who my medical staff are going to be.
Yeah, you would help pick them and stuff. We can
Okay.
help go over them. I'll be adding NPCs as we go along, as they become relevant.
Okay. So as he steps onto the transporter pad, he'll just look to Commodore Petrov and say, "Well, it has been a pleasure, Commodore. I shall endeavor to make Starfleet proud, and I hope to see you again." And this is Earth, right? Or is this another
No,
outpost?
you're on Starbase 4 or Lidra Station.
Okay. Um, that this is probably nowhere near his home, so he probably won't come back here. But he'll say, "Perhaps we will venture out into the unknown and see each other once again. Um, I am ready for transportation." And he nods to the Tellarite behind the console.
All right. You are going to get transported directly to sick bay. Where as soon as you come in, the door behind you opens, and Anara Phlox yells at you, "Don't let it out!" And you should see a bat flying towards you.
I sure do. I want to try to catch it. I drop my kit and my everything in my duffel bag, and I jump to try to catch it.
Oh, so you're gonna try to physically catch it? All right.
Yeah. Yep. Because the door's automatic. If the door senses a bat heading towards it, it's probably going to open.
So that is gonna be a fitness and security roll, difficulty 2.
Can I argue for control since I'm trying to be dexterous?
I'll allow that.
And you said difficulty 2.
Yes.
Let me see if any focuses apply.
And I'm gonna spend a threat and make that 3, just so.
Okay. Since I reacted very quickly, can I use composure as a focus?
Yeah, you could. maintain your composure, not used to seeing animals. Anaraflox is the only member of your staff you did not choose.
Right. Let's see. No, I'm just checking my talents, see if if I have anything for catching wildlife. Uh, probably not, but you never know. Let's see. Okay, if I fail this, then I can add a momentum to the group pool. So maybe I should try to fail it. Let's see. When attempting a task that will involve an unfamiliar practice or technique, or to treat an unfamiliar species, ignore any difficulty or complication increase from the unfamiliarity. Would that reduce the difficulty?
Yeah, you're unfamiliar with.
Okay, so it'd be difficulty 2. Um, all right, so I think that's it. I am going to attempt. I don't think we have any momentum yet, do we?
There's momentum. You have 2 momentum.
Okay. My security's not that high, so I'm going to spend 1 momentum to try to catch this bat. And here we go. I got 3 successes, so that gives us some momentum.
You're back to 2 momentum, and you have successfully jumped up and caught this bat without complications, because you probably would have crushed it if you had
Right.
complications.
Well, he's a benzite, so he has those meticulous fingers, all fingers, no thumbs thing. He's like really dexterous, so he catches it by the body, and as it's screeching, he just slowly and gently hands it back to Miss Phlox, and he says, "Oh, you must be Nurse Phlox."
So this is Anara Phlox. She is the daughter of Dr. Phlox, because Denobulans live that long. And like her grandfather, she is known to have all kinds of animals for medical purposes all around sickbay, which you were starting to notice that there are cages with animals all around. And she's like, "Oh, thank you for helping me." Nibbles, like she escaped from her cage, and this is Nibbles. She's like, it's a Pyrathian bat. I use them. Their saliva makes good anticoagulants. The bat tissues got good regenerative enzymes. Compounds from the bat's unique biochemistry can enhance immune boosters. And it produces a neurotoxin that can be used for making antitoxins.
Ah, I see. I'm not familiar with this type of bat. Where is it from?
Pyrathia. It's a
I
system
could have guessed that.
just on the edge of the Shackleton Expanse.
Of course, I should have guessed. Well, hopefully we can maintain our wildlife in a more secure area. And he gives her like a raised brow, like maybe you shouldn't have a bat flying around sickbay.
I didn't think she didn't mean to have it flying around sickbay. It kind of escaped
I know
her.
I know he's just being a little bit facetious about it.
All right, and with that, we are moving on to the next introduction, which is Halor. You are
Hello.
Halor.
Yeah.
You should be getting down busy to the music of your nightclub.
Bow chicka bow wow.
That's a little loud, so let me turn that down just a little bit. You were in your office here, counting Latinum.
All right. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000.
And I need you to make an insight/command task difficulty 1, and I am going to spend threat to make it a difficulty 2.
All right. And this thing keeps dragging towards whether I don't want it. Okay. Stop moving. Jesus. It keeps moving. All right, there you go. Ready?
Drift. Ooh. And you do not notice it, so I'm gonna succeed at cost so we can introduce some characters here. I'm gonna take a threat and have somebody come in and get you. So one of the Orion women that works from you, Tharasa Drevna, comes in and says, Starfleet is hounding my sister about her kid. Her kid. They wanted to go. They wanted to go to school instead of working at the bar. I think you should come talk to them, boss.
Very well. Don't touch my pile. I'll know.
She follows you back out and goes back to work. Serves a drink to Glern, who's sitting at the bar just like Lorne did, or Mern did, and Lorne did on DS9, because I'm a Uber fan, so I put him there. And you see a brazen Klingon woman talking on the dance floor to Azura Drevner about her daughter raising hell all around the Dakota and the Starbase because she's not in school and she just runs around causing havoc. And she's suggesting that she get put in school.
Alrighty, I'm over here. Okay. I will head towards over there and ask what's the problem with her bothering my workers.
The woman,
Let's see.
when you walk up,
Hello? Everybody
We
went
can hear
silent.
you.
we can hear
Okay.
you. When you walk up, the Morath, the Targ, kind of gets angry at you, and Gragwall basically smacks him and says, "Calm down. It's not time to do that yet." And she turns around and she's like, yes, I'm the ship's counselor, and the captain was concerned that the kid is running around and a bad influence, and I know you guys are trying to escape piracy, and we invited a teacher on board, and we wanted to extend invitations for the child to attend teaching, so in schools, which will free your worker up to help work while the kid gets an education.
I don't know about this. I need all hands on deck because clearly we're going to be shoveling into the Shacklet expanse.
The
We're going to be for entertainment.
The captain really wants all children in school.
All right. Since your presence here is hindering one of my girls from her work, I'll make it a compromise. She, for now, can go to school. Sorry, but she needs to go. I can't count my Latin in peace while there's interruptions.
The Klingon basically grunts amusingly and happily like Klingons do, and bumps into you as she walks by, and she's like, "Ha! Thank you, small fry. The captain won't regret that." And then she leaves. And now we get to introduce our security chief, who should be sitting in the office with his team as they're putting their gear away. So this is the main security team.
Okay.
Betty Schmidt, Throsh Ven, Derek Johnson, Latara Maru. You should see them all in the list, but I'm going to share them with people just because I set it up that way. So there's Lieutenant Commander Derek Johnson, Lieutenant Betty Schmidt, Lieutenant Junior Grade Latara Meru, and Chief Petty Officer Thoshren. And as you were putting your gear away, because you just reported to the ship, getting ready for its maiden message, you hear the comms badge, and the captain's like, "We got unauthorized detection in the shuttle bay. Somebody's trying to unauthorized access to a shuttle. I need you to report to Shuttle Bay 2 and check that out, Commander."
Don't I outrank him?
That was the captain calling you over.
I was the captain. Okay.
Yeah.
On my way.
Are you taking any of your men with you?
No.
All right. You're going to report on your own. It doesn't take you long to reach the shuttle bay. When you do reach the shuttle bay, you notice a little Orion girl trying to hack and steal the shuttle.
You there. Get out of that shuttle.
She's ignoring you, and I am going to need you to make an insight security check, difficulty 2, because I'm going to spend a threat to make it 2.
Okay. How do I actually do the roll?
All right, so open your sheet.
Yeah.
Click.
I got insight and security selected. Complication 2.
All right, so it's where it says task roll. That's the number of dice that you're rolling. So if you're only rolling the 2, you click 2, and then you click the delta symbol to actually roll the dice.
Okay.
And you succeeded. You immediately lock down the shuttle bay. Right? Your security authorization, force fields go up, and she can't go anyway. At complication range is a little bit different than difficulty. That makes it easier for you to have complications as that goes up. But you have locked the shuttle in, and it's not going anywhere. You can go in and retrieve the girl, which is now basically hiding underneath the console.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't want to go back there. They want me to work in a bar like some floozy. I want to go to the Earth and the Federation. I want to be a doctor.
That is a noble goal. But first, you must learn the basics. And for that, you need to go to school.
Speaking of which, do you inform the captain of what's going on?
Yes.
She immediately orders you to take the girl to school.
Yes, Captain. I will take the girl to school. I won't even use handcuffs.
You arrive into the hallway outside the school. And as you come inside, you see Risha Lieutenant Junior
You have
grade.
another student.
The science officer basically sternly putting her kid in the chair and being like, the captain says you're going to school, you're going to school.
Doc, you there?
I was talking the whole time.
Don't you love when that happens?
So anyways, as you come in, you see Lieutenant Junior Gray Rin there, the Cardassian science officer, sternly put her daughter in the chair right in front of the teacher and be like, you will quit your shenanigans. The captain says all kids will go to school. You will go to school. You will learn science. I don't care if you want to carry phases and be a soldier. You will learn. And as you come in and she notices that you're wearing the security officer, the little Cardassian girl looks at you with respect because she's in awe of what you do. And Samuel Katz is like, oh, you must be Oh My. Yeah, please come and take a seat here. And we're going to fast forward some time here because we have now introduced the main cast and we can get into the mission. And you have all reported to the main conference room on Starbase 4 to get briefed by the Commandant. Mara is talking to Barat, who immediately leaves when you guys start coming in because it's time for the meeting. Natasha Petrov, the Commandant, and her Orion operations officer are talking. Notice as you come in, so they stop talking and take their seats. There's probably not enough seats in here for everyone. Doesn't look like it, so we'll get. He fucks off, opens a seat. And there's a seat way down here. So in her very broken, very Chekhov style Russian accent, she's like, yes, it's time for you to learn your first mission. You're not just going into the Shackleton Expanse. We got word this morning of a treaty violation in space between the Shackleton Expanse with the Ryathian Alliance. And she points to the console screen here, which opens up and shows you the screen. The Ryathian Alliance is made up of 3 different species. The Ryathians, the Zaltrians, and the Vorthak. And they detected TOS is 22nd century, 21st century. They basically
23rd.
They detected a 23rd century Federation ship signal drifting through sacred space and have accused us of treaty violations, as nobody is supposed to enter that space because it's a war zone graveyard. So you are ordered to proceed to the Ryathian Alliance after picking up damn, my brain is fogging. After picking up an ambassador, a third-party ambassador chosen by the Ryathians to represent them, which is a Tholian. You will rendezvous with the Tholian ship in sector space. You will pick up the ambassador, and then you will report to Ryathian space and conduct a treaty negotiation. Are there any questions?
Do we have any biological data on these 3 species?
Insight medicine. Difficulty 1, because you're only accessing the database. It's not that difficulty.
Well, he was asking the Commodore because she said any questions.
Yeah. You have a complication there. But
I
you,
guess he offended her.
you do have 2 momentum there, an extra momentum. Do you want to use that to get rid of the complication?
Nah.
All right, well, you can't access the computer goes down, and the Commodore looks at Mara Thomas, and she's like, Lieutenant? And she's like, I'm getting it. And she's trying to fix it, even though she's not an engineer. So our engineer goes over there to try and help to fix that. And
Appears that these
Natasha,
races are all female.
Natasha Petrov says, what we know is the Ryathians are very matriarchal. Their women are in charge. Their men are not allowed to show their face in in public, much like Arabs of old Earth, except worse. They have to even keep their entire face covered. They wear armor.
Reverse Arabs, basically.
Um, the Zaltrians they're only female. They reproduce through cloning. They're very scientific. The Zaltrians are very suspicious and spy-like by nature, and the Vorthok are kind of like orcs or goblins from Old Earth mysteries, Old Earth fantasies. They're very warrior clan cast like.
Um,
Now's the time to ask questions before you leave the starbase.
how do the Zeltrians deal with what is it called? Uh, genetic decay from cloning?
They get DNA, volunteer DNA insertions from both the Ryathians and the Vorthak.
Ah,
Does anyone else have any questions?
Um, I am not included in this, right? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
This is for officers.
Yeah.
I do have a question. Do we know anything about the source of the signal?
You're asking about the Brave. That's exactly what I wanted you to ask. So yes, we do have information about the Brave. Mara passes pads around. The Commodore is like, delete these as soon as you see them, because the mission and nature of the ship is classified from the Klingon Federation War. The Brave disappeared during the war on a top secret mission. It is the same class as the original Enterprise, the TOS era Enterprise. Captained by Buck Rogers here. His first officer is an Andorian woman, Commander Thalora Shran. I can't even read today. And I will put, once I'm done with all this, I will put information about them in the handout section too, that you guys can reference. No, don't grab the whole background. Roll 20. Just grab the doctor's image. Evoke Doctor T'Pren, Lieutenant Commander. Operations Officer. Oh no, it's the engineer. The engineer is a male Tellarite. Lieutenant Commander Grawl. I'm just going to do it this way because it's easier. Show players. So we had the captain, the first officer, the chief engineer, the doctor,
What are you showing?
It's not showing you the pictures?
no.
No.
God damn it, roll 20.
Is it on the right layer?
Yeah, trying to show you the actual handouts. So, Captain Thomas Buck Rogers. Do you see his
Oh,
profile
Yes.
now?
There
All
you
right.
go.
Yep.
All right.
yep. It finally popped up.
I don't know why I have to jump through hoops to get it to work. His first officer, Commander Flora Shran.
Yeah.
The chief engineer, a male Tellarite by the name of Lieutenant Commander Grawl. The doctor is a Vulcan by the name of T'Pren. The science officer is a human named Ian Voss. The pilot is a lieutenant human named Jacob Evans. The communication officer is the granddaughter of Hoshi Sato, Hoshi Takada, a lieutenant junior grade. And they had a civilian nurse on board named Sarah Whitaker. Attached into that thing is their files. You can upload them to your ship's computers and then make sure you erase the pad. Are there
Do we know
any...
the Do we know the circumstances of the ship's demise?
They were on a top secret mission to stop the Klingons from bringing the Gorn into the war, the Klingon Federation war, and they vanished.
Disappeared without a trace.
Without a trace until now.
Interesting.
I do have some theories on how something like this could happen. Being that it is classified, I'm going to keep some of these theories to myself. But I would like to start with a tachyon sweep of the area once we arrive. I think that that would be indicative, considering one of the theories may be time travel.
Captain Miller looks at you and she's like, very good, number one. I was thinking the same thing. And if nobody else has any questions, the Commandant will say dismissed, and you're free to go champagne your ship and take it out of ship dock and get this ball rolling.
So my character hasn't been taken to the classroom yet.
Not yet.
Can I be sitting on the bridge tinkering with the one of the chairs? Yeah.
You can only use child once per mission. Do you want to use it to be on the bridge messing with the chair?
No, no, I won't do that. It would have been funny, but
It would have been.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm barely keeping awake today, so I'm gonna pop out. But I'll be back next time.
It's all good. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Sleep well.
Yes, get
Thank
that
you.
beauty quality sleep.
I don't know if beauty fit, but I'll try.
Old Teddy's waiting for you in the bed. Don't worry. We'll tuck in.
Yep. Next time.
See ya.
All right.
you know what? I will use that child's thing just for the shits and gigs. Him
Oh.
tinkering with the chair.
All right. So I'm gonna have to grab you. So give me a second. But you should see the bridge.
Yeah, randomly appear on the bridge.
And why? There we go. That's sick bay. I don't know why The sound stopped. Anyway, so you're on the bridge. You guys are coming in from filtering in through the turbo lift, and Nishimi sees Finless playing with her chair.
Yeah.
And the captain is like, "Why is there a Romulan child on my bridge?"
Yes, bring your ramen child to work day. I really like to see that happen. Oh man.
And she immediately calms, and she's like, "What the hell is your last name? Mother's last name?" Uh, Sub Commander. No, she's a lieutenant. Lieutenant T'Pren, why is your child on my bridge? And you hear your mother very angrily, not at you, but just frustratedly, because you know your mother, be like, "I'm sorry, Captain." And then you get a comm badge, and she was like, "What are you doing? I told you to stay out of restricted areas. You're going to get me fired on day one. I didn't even want to be here. I came here for you."
I was just fixing up the console because it was bugging out.
But why were you on the bridge to know it was bugging out in the first place? And go ahead and roll reason engineering to see if you actually did fix things or if you made it worse. It's a difficulty.
Can I use a
Can you use a what?
momentum?
Yeah, you can use a momentum.
And
It's a difficulty 2.
because difficulty 2 and okay, because I'm saying it I get an extra D20 because of my computer expertise.
Okay.
Yep. Because he's learned out of all that, he gets 1.
Wow.
All you did was unalign the controls from what Nishimi had set for herself. You didn't actually make it
What have
better.
you done?
Well, good. And the captain is going to tell you to go directly to your mother, or I'm going to have you escorted there. And then she calls your mother and be like, "After you discipline your child, they better be enrolled in school."
He quickly goes down to his mother.
All right. And the captain's going to be like, "Nishimi, please take us out."
Aye, Captain, just let me fix my controls.
There's not going to be a roll for that. You can easily reset your controls. But after you do that, I am going to need you to make a con and control task to just take us out on bearing Mark 2657.
Okay.
While he's doing that, Marsden's gonna go up to the science officer Risha Ren and just ask, "Is that Targ always on the bridge?"
Risha Rin kind of does that Cardassian smirk when you mention Morath, and she's like, "That Targ goes everywhere with the commander. It's her emotional support animal."
He said con and control. Doc.
And yes, con and control.
Can I use my focus?
What focus? Which
Flight control or helm operations?
they either one will work. So yes.
Yay.
You have successfully taken the ship out of space dock, left the Lidris system. However, suddenly she just lurches. All the lights go off, and her power is off, and she's down on emergency power. She's just pulled right out of warp and shuts down. The
I
I immediately hit my comm badge and say, engineering, report.
uh, 2 steps up. I'm gonna go down and check to see what's going on, Commander. And the captain's gonna do something, which is a gimme for just this one mission. So remember to do it here going forward. And she is gonna hit her comm badge, and she's gonna be like, Commander T'Pren, I know it's a little early, but bring the Singularity Core online. And we're gonna go to secondary engineering. Just as Finless comes in, and your mother is like, "Sweet, you could help me real quick. Go over here
Oh yes.
and lock down that coupling."
Yep. Yes. So cool. Thank you. Don't
And
have to put up with the. What's
it's-
that?
No, you're going to school. So she cuts you off. She's like, "You are going to school, but we need to get this engine up." And
Yeah.
she wants you to roll a reason engineering difficulty 1. It's a difficulty 1.
And you went offline, bro.
Yeah.
God
She
damn it!
wants.
She wants you to roll a reason engineering difficulty 1 task to just attach the coupling to the computer and
I'll be
flip
right
the
back.
button to turn the ship on.
Mom, something's clearly wrong with these computers. They're so. What is wrong with these computers?
She's
What?
she's gonna shake her head and she's gonna be like, "They're written in Federation." Now do what I said.
Does the ship
And
assist?
Roll 20 is giving me an asthma attack.
The ship can't assist with this.
And he tries it again, and he goes,
Computers
"I don't
engineering.
understand. I don't understand this." And then basically he.
Why is it rolled 2 dice when I clicked 1 dice?
Because they changed the character sheet and fucked it up, so just go with the first one.
Yeah. All right. So the ship gives you 2 successes, and you got 2 successes, so that's more than enough. So that gives you 3 more momentum. You flip the switch, and the Singularity Core comes right on, fills the area with that common green glow that you find on Romulan ships, and all of the ship's power turns back on.
Ah, there. It's finally working.
She's
I only
gonna.
had to.
Your mom's gonna click the comm and be like, "You should have power back now, Captain. May I suggest you send my son to the other engineering? He's a genius. He may be able to help figure out what's going on." And let's see if she actually helped get you someplace.
I already know what they're gonna teach me. I can word it word for word.
The captain says, "This is an emergency. We can use all the help we can get, considering we're short-staffed. Have your kid report to main engineering immediately."
Yes, I get out of going to school for the day. And he goes, "I'll go down to engineering." He starts taking off.
And any of the officers can report to engineering. Any of the officers can report to engineering if you like. So you get to engineering. And Took Glass is not really happy to have you there, but he points over to the console and he's like, I'm going to assist you in the task of identifying what is causing our engines to malfunction.
Um, I am definitely going to be spending a momentum, so I can add the extra
And
D20 for the
it's
computer
an
expert.
insight engineering task, difficulty 2.
Yep, that's why I spent a momentum in order to get my extra D20 for my computer expertise. Um,
So you're spending a
yes,
momentum. That would bring us down. I believe you're at 5.
one of my talents actually gives me an extra D20 when I spend momentum.
So you got 3, assisted by the computers.
You're muted.
You got 3 successes, and the
Yep.
ship's going to assist with complications, I guess.
Man, roll 20 has a
Messed up
good
the
That's
board.
character sheet.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Roll 20.
you got your 3 successes plus 2 more momentum, so you're at maximum momentum, and you have a bonus momentum that you must spend immediately.
Okay. Can I figure out the problem? Give me the information first, and then I can easily ask my question.
Yes, you've discovered that the reason why the warp core went off, it initiated a emergency core shutdown.
Can I figure out where it's how it like
Yes.
how?
Using that bonus momentum, you find that there are dissonant power waves building up within the warp core.
There's dissonant power waves building up.
Basically, the antimatter supply cut off, even though it should have been full, like it emptied. So they initiated a core shutdown, and now there are dissonant power waves building up within the core.
This is not normal for a warp core.
As you're
It
telling the chief engineer that, I am going to go ahead and spend 3 threat. As a wormhole opens up, out in space, and that same construct from earlier comes out and sucks in the Dakota. And obviously,
What a wonderful morning.
and obviously that's going to cause the alarms to go off. And we're going to jump back to the bridge real quick while the captain is just immediately report. Science office is going to be like, we appeared to be sucked into some kind of alien construct, Captain. Captain's going to be like, number 1 ideas.
At this point, our ship is outmatched, outgunned. It looks like this thing is absolutely huge. I think now that red alert's up and do we have our shields? What's up with engineering?
Yeah, they successfully turned on the secondary core, so you have full power.
All right, maintain shields. Let's try to back away easily.
I.
Uh, the captain's like, before we move, I'd like to get scans of what's going on. So, so anybody, scan the outside of this chamber and put it on screen.
I can roll for science. No, I can't. Don't have access to the character sheet.
You guys should have access to their sheets. Let me fix that.
It's in the edit section.
There we go. You guys should fix that. You should have access to our sheet now. And it's just a reason science difficulty 1.
I'll do it.
Oh. Exhibit. You have enough successes. You built up a bonus momentum. So you can use that bonus momentum to get more information, to set up a scene trait, and other fun things.
I want to try to do that. I would like to also have scanned the wormhole while doing that scan.
The
and try to get
wormhole is neutrino emissions are like nothing Starfleet has ever scanned before outside of the DS9 wormhole. It's obviously the wormhole is artificial in nature, and it was only opened long enough for the construct to come out. So,
with that, I say, intriguing, Captain. This is something we have never encountered before. And give them the information, or her the information.
So the captain is gonna, the science office is gonna be like, the structure contains no known elements or compounds. Note sensor skins and transmissions are being reflected back at the ship. Contact outside the constructs appears to be impossible, Captain. Our sensor range is being reduced to real close. We're not getting an adequate reading beyond a certain distance from the ship. High frequency transmissions are permeating the inside of the structure. The aperture that sucked us in appears to be closed. And I detect a network of inner chambers ahead. This thing is large enough to sit several space stations inside.
The doctor will also point to a screen and say, there also appears to be another vessel.
Yes, there is a Romulan freighter, and she appears to be drifting in space. Minimal power.
Hail the Romulan vessel.
No response, and it's an Orion. Sorry.
We should go and see if they need assistance, the doctor says.
Captain's like, that's an excellent idea, Lieutenant. But I'd like to get more information. Can you get a medical scan? See if you can detect some life signs.
He turns to the science console beside the chief science officer and says, working on it, ma'am. All right. Can I get an assist from the ship, or will it not assist because we're inside?
You're inside. The ship's sensors are basically being reflected black, so you have to. This is a difficulty 3 roll.
Oof.
We do have a whole heap of momentum if you need.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Are you doing our homebrew momentum spend, or are you doing regular momentum spend? Like 1, 2, 3. Like if I wanted 2 dice, I'd have to spend 3 momentum.
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to get 2 dice, and I'll get 4 dice total with 3 momentum, and I am also going to. Did we have directives, or no?
Yes, there are directives. The directives is the prime directive, but it's the explore the colossal alien machine to determine its purpose and origin.
Um, I won't use that just yet because I have better ones. I have better values. So I'm gonna spend a value also um, to get a critical success. I'm gonna say that the value is going to be um, no patient is just a number because even though they're Orion, it's an Orion freighter, he still values their lives. So I'll roll 3 dice instead of four, and that fourth dice will just be an automatic crit. He's at the console, hands plying against all the buttons. So I'm gonna use composure as a focus. And let's see, all fingers and thumbs. When you succeed at a task using a computer console, gain 1 bonus momentum. So I have to succeed to get this momentum. It cannot be saved to the group pool. So let's see. Hopefully, I do halfway decently. What? Wow. So I got the critical success,
Which is
but
two.
and I still have
You can roll
backup
for the
plans.
ship. The ship can
Okay.
assist you.
Well, that it doesn't matter because if I don't get a success, then the ship can't assist. But I do have backup plans, which means whenever you or an ally fail a task, you may add 1 point to the group's pool. So wherever we are on momentum, add one. Um, no, that won't work. Uh, so I'm gonna
The token
once
doesn't
per
seem to be updating, but you're at full momentum.
yeah, I can see it. Um, all right, so yeah, that's all. That's it. I look back. I say, Captain, the internal network of the structure seems to be interfering with all scans. Biosignatures not detected.
However, you did detect. She's like
You're muted.
acknowledged, but you did detect something. Uh, you detected a radiation leak,
I didn't repeat
which
that.
would make life signs faint, and if they are any life signs, they must be helped immediately. And it's going to make transport impossible. We will have to take a shuttle. And
Okay.
before we deal with that, we're going to jump back to engineering.
I was just gonna say, as soon as he finishes that statement, he'll detect the radiation. The red light on the console beeping about radiation, and then he'll just report that to the captain.
Uh, the captain, the captain will tell the XO to prepare an away team and a shuttle, and we jumped to engineering, where
He
this
he, he just goes, okay. Uh,
now you need to identify the source of the dissonant power waves.
yeah. He's gonna try and identify it to figure out how to yeah. He's gonna try and figure it out.
All right,
And I'll spend one for momentum.
now I'll bring you down to 3 momentum. You got extensive notes here, so give me a second while I peruse through them to where we are.
Okay, I'm back.
And, all right, so
Oh. Yeah.
Oof.
Um.
insight
Okay.
security difficulty 2. You're assisted by either the engineer or the ship.
Insight security.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Not going to make this easy. So,
I'm gonna spend a momentum. There.
oh, that is
So we should
enough.
be down to two.
And you're down to
Yeah, we should be.
2 momentum. However, you have successfully found out that the source of the there appears to be an unknown life form inside the warp core. It's
Interesting.
feeding off of the antimatter fuel.
Okay. We need science and medical down here.
The chief engineer, Took, agrees. She taps her badge and she's like, Captain, we're going to need science and maybe the doctor down here. There is a life form inside the intermix chamber. And the captain's going to be like, acknowledged. And she's going to turn to the two and she's going to send them down. And now
I will use one of my clones to go there as well.
The science officer was going to suggest that anyway. So let me grab those tokens and move you all there.
So I need to decide if I want to go on the away team or investigate this life form. That's going to be a hard decision.
That is a hard decision, and I'm glad you're having that hard decision.
I think I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I think I'm gonna have the nurse come down because my character doesn't. Strangely enough, my character isn't good with alien biology for some reason. So he's gonna probably go on the away team.
All right.
Now, are we gonna use are we just floating inside the thing, or has the ship landed?
No, you're basically in this space inside the construct.
I'll go since they'll need someone to pilot the shuttle then.
And who are you taking on your away team, Tolly?
I am going to request
I
a
assume
pilot
assume you're
for
taking
sure.
the Ferengi so he can get out of his shop, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I want at least 2 security, just in case. And then I would say science and medical.
All right. Well, so the doctor shows up. Anara shows up to relieve you at engineering, so you can join the away team. And Risha Rin is gonna come inside and be like, she's all in that something. She gets that fascinated Cardassian smile on her face because there's a life form inside your warp core, and that's new for everyone. Where? There we go. Scan results interior.
Okay. Our ship's actually working on the secondary reactor, but this strange life form is feeding off
Yeah. We're gonna.
matter.
She's like, we're gonna have to get a good look at it to see its health and conditions. I have an idea on that. I think we should send our XO inside the intermix chamber to get a visual look because his holographic body should be able to get a visual inspection without harming him. But before we jump to that, we're gonna jump to the away mission. That is exactly what they did. So you take the shuttle over to the ship. I will be getting the tokens here shortly. I have like 180 billion tokens for this game. It's ridiculous. So you said science you want to take, which she's helping with the ship, so you can't have science.
Okay.
But you're taking.
But you got medical who can do science as well.
Yeah, I always have a 4 in science if I have a medical character, so we should be good.
Medicine, Ferengi, your pilot, and you said you wanted to take security?
Yeah, 2 security officers. Richards.
The screen is black for me.
I am in the process of grabbing all the tokens.
Uh,
You should be able to see it shortly. It doesn't matter which map you open. Just open a map so I can grab these 2 tokens. Now everyone should see what's going on here now, right? Is it black for anyone?
I can see, but our tokens are invisible, at least to me. Like I could see our names, but that's it. We can't see.
I can see a rare, those camera pills that the doctors give you to take pictures of your intestines, and I see our characters around top of it and right below it.
So you cannot see your characters?
I
No.
can.
I could see mine, but
I can see mine. I can't see the others. They're all like blank. I can see your
Yeah.
I
names
can-
though.
They're
I
can
kind
see
of
everyone.
they're kind of like faded. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird because I can't see any of them.
Even when I pull a token out, I can't see it.
It was
might be-
slow load for me. Like, oh,
It might be a layer issue. Make sure that the screen's on the map layer, not the token layer. No
Still-
problem.
Oh no, I think it's I have a animation playing.
Yeah, I'm never using that new beta crap that they have. It just ruins everything.
How about now?
No, it's
I
the
only
same.
see myself and the names of the other.
Because I see all of you.
I see all of them as well.
I don't see. I like my character. I can see my health bar and my name, but I can't see the actual image. I guess that doesn't matter though, as long as we can see the map.
I can see your names just fine. I get a general idea where you are.
How
Just
about
your pictures are
can you
not there.
see? Can you see now?
Yep. Yep, I can see my character now.
All right.
Nobody
Right.
else.
As
will.
long as I can, as long as we can see the names, we can generally really know where we are anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. You don't have to
So-
see the pictures, all that stuff. so.
You came in at an airlock right here, and you're on the lower fuel deck of an Orion freighter. And they're in EV suits because the cabin's filled with radiation gas, which was the animation that I had playing, which I had to delete because it's lame.
It's lame. All right.
All right, EXO. What are our orders?
Let's make medical scans, see if anyone is here first, and then let's proceed with caution. Security, take point, and let's proceed with caution.
Uh,
All right, I will rule.
Chief Shren points at Mr. Red and tells him to take point. And he follows And behind you, we'll put you in formation.
What's the difficulty to scan for life signs? Probably high
Uh,
since there's radiation.
yeah, it's going to be a difficulty 3.
All right, I'll
Actually,
spend
there was
one
difficulty
momentum.
3 to scan from the ship, so it's a difficulty 2. But I'm going
Okay.
to increase the complication range to 2.
Okay. I'll still spend a momentum to get an extra dice. I already used my determination. That doesn't count. Unidentified phenomenon. Not really. Backup plans. If I fail, I can add a momentum. Quick study when attempting a task that will involve an unfamiliar practice. No. Walking encyclopedia once per session. When you attempt a task, you may spend 2 momentum to gain additional focus for the remainder of the session. Now I'm gonna save that one. All right, here we go. Hopefully I roll halfway decently. You said difficulty 3, right?
2.
Okay, well I got 2.
There are 5 faint life signs. 4 are on the main deck, the upper deck, and 1 is in the main engineering compartment in the deck above you.
Hold on, I need to refresh the page.
Okay, and I'll relay that to everybody.
I point to the security. Let's go to the main deck.
All right. You easily make it up one deck. And you enter the main engineering.
Doc, you there?
I keep forgetting to unmute myself. It's forever going to do that. You easily make it up one deck into the main engineering compartment. And as you come around, you see an Orion woman with her ass hanging out of her engine as she's like Firefly style with her legs sticking out down in the engine, wrenching on something. She's going to get up and immediately see you, and she's going to be like, "Are you here to save me, Starfleet?"
We are here to render aid. What seems to be the problem?
I am going to spend...
Mm-hmm.
I am going to spend 10 threat because she has personal threat. And the radiation levels are reaching lethality for even you through the suits. And she's like, we're going to have to, like... We have very, very little time to lock down this radiation leak or my people are going to die.
So unfortunately, you can't spend personal threat with
that's
NPCs. Yeah. But you do have 8 real threats, so.
I know. I'm going to spend 3 of that and do the same thing.
So basically, we have to hurry the fuck up because we're gonna. Well, she's gonna die. We're in EV suits.
Yes.
But the radiation is penetrating the EV suit.
It's eating the EV suit.
Dang.
They'll die long before you, but she does want help fixing her engine.
How many people are on the ship?
5. She's like, there's me and my 4 crew members, but I have them sedated in medical comas up in their crew quarters so they use less air and oxygen to like reduce their risk.
Okay, Commander Exhibate, I recommend we go straight there and attempt to get them off this ship.
And she's like,
Agreed.
I can't just get off my ship. We're carrying precious cargo, important cargo. I get medicine that we got to get to these sick Gormanganders.
I agree with the medical officer. Let's get you to safety, and I will stay here personally and help fix this ship, or at least contain the radiation.
She's like, I might agree to you taking my people off my ship, but I'm not leaving my ship until I know my cargo is safe. I went through a lot of trouble to get that medicine, and I'm gonna get him to those goddamn space whales.
Though your deeds are noble, this is no time to argue. I must ask you to step aside so we can try to erect force fields to contain this radiation so your crew will not die. Please come with one of my security officers.
That she's starting to get agitated. She's like, I don't care about my life. You can go help my men, and you can get the damn cargo. As long as the cargo is on this ship, I am not leaving.
Madam, what is your name? You're muted.
Glad somebody asked.
Well, I could see it. I don't see her token, but I can see her name on the screen. I'm just asking for role playing purposes because he's gonna do something else.
Her name is Captain Zara Kethics, and
Captain
you're aboard the Sapphire Nexus.
Captain Kethics. He pulls out his tricorder. He's in his whole EV suit, and he it's a medical tricorder. So he's like, uh, at least allow me to scan you. And he steps closer to her and begins trying to scan her to see basically how much longer she has before her cellular damage becomes irreparable.
Uh, Go ahead and roll me presence and command.
And you're muted if you're saying anything.
I'm never gonna remember to do that. Roll me a presence / command difficulty 1 to convince her to.
Since I'm specifically talking about her medical condition, can I use medicine?
Yes.
All right, I am going to spend. Do we have any momentum?
You have
One.
1 momentum.
I'm gonna have to spend it. How much? What was the difficulty?
1.
Okay, so we're back up to 1 momentum, and yeah, he says he's scanning her, and he's getting close. He's probably like 3 feet away from her as she's doing whatever she's doing, and he's scanning her. What? I assume she allows him to scan her, or
Yeah, she allowed the scan. Um, she has about 24 hours before she drops.
okay. He's gonna close his tricorder, go and walk back over to Commander Exhibate and say, Commander, she has about 24 hours before her DNA becomes irreparable. I recommend if we cannot convince her to go back to the shuttle, we send someone to the shuttle ourselves and get another EV suit for her.
I agree with that, but is there any possible hypostem that you can use to help try to alleviate some of the pain and nausea that is associated with radiation poisoning and sickness?
There are some medications I could try, but I strongly recommend that I study this radiation before doing so. Is the radiation anything we've encountered before, or is it something completely different?
No, it's normal radiation that you've
And you're
encountered
muted.
before. I left myself unmuted so it wouldn't happen, and then I muted myself and then started speaking.
That's funny.
My God, man.
So yes, it's normal radiation that you would normally see from an Orion engine.
Okay, so he's gonna just take out a hypospray and put like the regular inoculation for radiation, but he's also gonna put a sedative in it so that she doesn't fight, and he is going to say, "Very well, Miss Kethics, if you wish to remain here, all I ask is that you let us inject this anti-radiation inoculation into you so that you have a little bit longer."
Uh, Being that you're Starfleet, I'm only going to make this a difficulty 2, but you are going to have to convince her to take the hypospray. And she's
So
like, "We could.
presence
Why are we wasting time? We could be fixing my engine." I get it. I see the source of the leak right there. We just got to get in there and lock it down.
And we want you to assist us in that. However, it would be such a shame if you refusing to take this medicine somehow managed to not only harm yourself but the rest of your crew. So I'm going to use psychiatry as a focus. And what's the difficulty? 2.
2.
Okay, and we're still at 1 momentum, I think. So I'm gonna get another die, and hopefully this works. If she it's not gonna like knock her out, but it's gonna make her basically kind of more languid and compliant, so that we can actually get her to the shuttle. Because yeah, that's the main issue. All right. So I assume she allows him.
Yeah, you got enough.
Okay. So yeah, and then as he injects her, he just gestures for like the security personnel to like just usher her away.
It's gonna take a minute before she starts getting
Oh, okay, a minute
happy.
later, then he'll do that.
But she's like, just fix my ship.
Absolutely, our number one concern. Not really.
And don't forget the medicine. And as
Yes,
she's
absolutely.
pointing into this room here. She's like, the sick Gormanganders. No, I went through a lot of trouble to acquire that medicine we need to give to those whales.
Yep, sure. You have a good time in the shuttle. All right, so let's find the crew. She said the
So
crew were asleep in
are
stasis.
you sending the chief petty officer or the red shirt to take her to the shuttle?
Whichever one the commander wants.
That's
I'm
what I'm
not super
asking.
Yeah,
picky.
just one of the red shirts is fine.
I'll put them over here for now.
All right, and she said her crew was in like her stasis quarters or
They're
something
on
like that.
the next deck up, in their quarters, in a medical induced coma.
Okay. Are we going there, or do you want to actually try to fix this hunk of junk, Commander?
We must first try to stop the source of the leak, at least. But yes, we need to get up there. Please, medical, you guys take a team up there and try to move them gently to the shuttle bay or to our shuttle, and we will try to take render aid to them.
Okay. Well, there are. I don't know what exactly their condition is, and I know they're in a medically induced coma. But if we have to carry them, I'm going to need more than 4 people to do it.
The chief is like, if we can lock down the source of radiation leak and prevent the radiation, we should be able to use the transporters. And I know I'm security, but I'm a little engineering savvy. I can make an attempt if you want me to, Commander.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
would be
want,
helpful.
do you want me to get the shuttle ready for takeoff?
Yes.
Okay. And then Nisimi heads back to the shuttle.
The chief has successfully shut down the source of the leak. I think I got it, Commander. We just gotta use that console over there and vent the radiation.
All right, make it so, please.
Woohoo! Make it so.
Somebody want to do a reason science task to use the
Yeah, I'll do that.
environmental controls?
Reason science. What's the difficulty?
You're just doing an atmosphere swap. It's a difficulty one.
All right. This will be when I get a 0. Well, hold on. Let me see where we. Oh, we're at 0 momentum. I just hope we need 2 successes. We got 1.
Well, you've successfully vented the ship. of its radiation, and you immediately hear comms chirp, and the captain's like, "Commander, you seem to clear up that radiation. Everything going on right over there?"
Yes, Captain. There was a leak, um, and our security officer kindly obliged. Also, medical. There is a medical situation for medically induced comas, possible radiation burns and damage. But we are bringing them with us. If transporters are up, they are in medical induced coma, so we will make scans prior to beam out.
Well, the captain is gonna be like, "Well, if you've stopped the source of the leak, is there any way you can treat them so they can remain on their own vessel?"
I suppose so.
The doctor's gonna hit his combo and say, "Captain, remain on their own vessel. Even if this vessel was in the right condition, I don't think leaving them on this ship is a good idea, especially since we're in an unknown situation, and we honestly don't even know if we can trust them. I suggest we bring them to our ship under the guise of hospitality, if you understand my meaning."
The captain's gonna pause for a second and be like, "That's astute of you, Lieutenant. We'll go with your suggestion. Make it so, Commander."
Question out of character. I'm not included in this because I see my character badge there.
Yeah, you're here. You are been taken on this mission. He took you on the away mission.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
So yes,
I
you are
was.
here.
Hmm. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. My bad. Busy coughing.
All right, Commander. So we have fixed the engine. We've stopped the radiation. I think the captain said she wants me to go and check their condition.
That is correct.
All right.
Oh,
Where are
okay.
they? Where
They,
do the scans say they are? Upper
they
deck.
are one deck above us.
Okay. Do we see a lift or stairs anywhere?
Yes, you do.
You're muted still.
You do. You take them up, and you are now on the upper level, the living quarters.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
scan room by room till we find
I
them.
put you on the map level like an idiot.
I can actually see my character. Yay. Oh
I
wait,
can
I can.
barely see your characters. I can see
Yeah,
mine, and
yeah.
that's it.
I could see mine. I can't. I can barely see y'all's. Okay. So
Yeah, these maps are kind of large. I limited the size of maps because of it. It makes it harder for it to load.
are we up here?
You are at the
Are we
bottom
going
of
up?
the map,
Well, no, I know where we are. I'm saying where are
and
we going? Are
the
we going
living
up here?
quarters are here.
I didn't see wherever you pinged. Because
The four
yeah,
rooms to yourself. You should see four doors.
I see like a giant cargo bay and the engine where we were
I think
next to.
yeah. I think you haven't moved anyone.
Yeah, I see the same thing. The engine
Yeah.
and cargo
Oh,
bay.
God damn it. Move them to this map, you stupid, stupid game.
Yeah, roll 20s like that. Especially the new
Oh
one.
man.
The new version sucks so bad.
So these are the living quarters.
All right. Scanny scan. Look in the room.
And I lied. There's only four Orions on this vessel.
Good. That's even better. Easier to
Amazing.
carry if we have to. He'll walk over, scan them, and if he can, he'll try to inject him with a hypo spray to not only inoculate him but also bring him out of his coma,
Um,
or her. I can't see the token,
roll
so I
a
don't know if it's.
reason medicine task, difficulty 2, and if you succeed, you can successfully inoculate them all.
Do we have any momentum?
You do not.
All right,
You
I'm
can give me
going
threat.
to. Yeah, I was thinking of that, but then I was like, let's see what I can do without doing that first. Um, computer console. Um, no. Meticulous when you encounter unidentified. No. Backup plans only helps if I fail. Quick study. Unfamiliar. No. Walking encyclopedia. Not. I'll save that for next session. Oh wait, I can do it once per session. Oh, but I have to spend 2 momentum. Never mind. Yeah. So I literally. You said difficulty was 2. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 1 threat because I think it'll be worth it. Yes, and we got us 2 momentum.
All right, so you've successfully inoculated them and brought them out of. Well, you successfully inoculate the one guy, and you bring him out of medically induced coma. But as soon as he sees you, uh, he's gonna punch you in the face, and you're gonna take a stress
Fair enough.
because he has no idea who you are, and he's gonna be like, "Explain yourself, Starfleet."
You are in a coma and suffering from radiation sickness, and I just helped you.
Where is Captain Xerex?
She is being treated in the engineering section, although if her illness is too far gone, she might have to be taken to our shuttle for further treatment.
Roll using your psychiatry
Yeah.
to see if he believes you.
Oh, is that insight or present? Well, probably insight if I'm inciting him. What's the difficulty?
Um, since he does know about the radiation and you did just give him something that makes him feel better and stuff, it's only 1.
Okay. Oh, of course, this is the one time I roll 2 15s. So I'm like, well, I'm getting punched again.
I demand that you bring me my captain immediately, or I'm going to throw more than just my hands.
I assume everybody's with me and I'm not just by myself talking to this Orion.
No, everyone's with you.
Okay.
I could
He,
try to, persuade him using deception. I
You
don't know,
can.
or psychology.
You can.
yeah. That's what I was hoping to do.
All right. I'll say, listen, man, we're all got here. We're not safe at the moment. I'm currently losing platinum by minutes standing here. So please cooperate or we'll stun you and take you with us.
I love it. That's a difficulty too because you threatened him, but
Then you're a Ferengi and he's an Orion, so.
that too.
Oh yeah, because remember I had like a bad pastime with the Borg. I got more of a spine.
True.
Yes. So I say that's daring and command or security. I say
It's command.
command. All right. Difficulty 2. I would like to use a momentum.
All right.
Do we how much momentum we have?
You have 2.
True.
You can use
I'll
1.
use 1. That'll bring it down to 1, right?
Yes. All right. He after grumbling, he was like, "I can't believe I'm listening to a fucking Ferengi," and then
He's Latinum.
No. And my latinum, I need to earn it. I need to earn more.
they are still slightly stressed. However, he does help you easily awaken the other and inoculate the other 3 Orions. Why won't you grab the stupid token? Roll 20. And now you're all out in the hallway. And they're like, we would really like to see our captain, please. If you don't mind, Commander.
Right this way. Our shuttle is in your on your docking port.
You're eating a ration pack right now?
Yeah, funny enough, the XR is eating.
And he's an android.
Eating's for the living.
All right. We're missing this token. No.
I don't think Roll 20 is going to last too long with this new update.
No. It's so horrible.
Yeah. For some reason, it keeps breaking the table for me. Like it says it's suffering graphical errors.
It says I'm dead, basically. I have 0 health.
Oh yeah, that's you
Yeah.
haven't taken any stress yet.
Oh, that's stress. My bad.
Oh. I gave myself 11 stress.
Yeah. You have 0 stress unless you were the doctor in the Orions.
Yeah.
I was trying to
Okay.
give me. Oh, let me put up 10, and I didn't realize I was stressed. Oh God.
So they calm down as soon as they see the captain, and the captain is happy that they're up and about. And she's like, "Well, if you fix my ship, we would like to be left here to fix it and make her space worthy again, because we really got to go give that medicine to those sick Gormaganders. By the way, have you seen any of those Gormaganders out there?
Did we see any Gormaganders when we got here? No.
No,
did
you
not.
have not.
None whatsoever.
They got a real. They're gonna die without this. Go extinct. We get this medicine. You know, it's a job. They pay us. It's a good thing.
The doctor sighs in his little respirator, which is inside of his EV suit, so it's kind of redundant, but yeah. And he says, "Listen, my fellow prisoners of this ginormous sphere that we are in." And he kind of gestures out a window to where they are, and he says, "Nobody is going anywhere at the moment until we figure out how to get out of this trap. So what we're going to have to do for your own safety and your health is we're going to have to take you back to our ship, which has way more advanced medical facilities, and we will have to ensure your health and safety there. And then once we have this figured out how to get out of this prison, then we will be able to let you go back on your ship and go about your business."
But
And I've come forward and say, "Don't worry about your cargo. My employees will take good care of it."
I don't know this guy.
The captain does not look reassured with that, and she looks at the commander and she's like, "Don't you have one of those fancy schmancy engineering teams that come here and make this thing fly again?"
Unfortunately, due to the last battle with the Borg, our people are running thin, and so we're kind of at a skeleton crew. The best I can do is myself personally be here, my science officer, and an engineer. That would probably be about all the help I can possibly give you right now, because we do have other things that we have to do.
Well, we might agree to visit your sick bay for treatment, but as soon as we're giving the clear bill of health, we're coming here to fix our own ship. Most of us were born on this ship. We're the only 4 left. Now, we're not part of the syndicate. We're free traders, and we're proud of that. Maybe you can take the medicine in case you find the Gormaganders when you try and figure out how to get us out of here. We really got to get that. I get paid as long as they get the medicine, so we just got to get the medicine into the Gormaganders.
I look at Lieutenant Marsden, and I kind of point over to where the medicine is, and say, "Marsden, please scan before you put this into transport."
Absolutely, sir.
That
So yeah, he's gonna go over to the cargo bay where the medicine is and scan it to make sure it's actually medicine for Gormaganders.
go ahead. It's just a reason that's science. Actually, con because you're manipulating your tricorder, and science or medicine works too. Difficulty one because you're just scanning a crate.
Yeah.
All right. 3 successes.
So you're up to 3 momentum, and it is medicine specifically designed for Gormanganders.
Okay. Commander, it appears to be exactly what they say it is. And then he'll turn and look to the Orion captain and say,
Uh,
so long as.
your tricorder gives you an alert, and it says that the medicine was stolen from a Ferengi Federation outpost 3 days ago.
Okay, he'll continue. As it's alerting him, go beep 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 beep. He'll just hold it up so the commander can read it, and he'll continue talking to the Orion captain and says, as long as you are compliant with our medical facilities and your health is completely um, written off as good by our medical staff, then we will allow you and the medicine to go back about your business without being harassed whatsoever. And then he'll put the tricorder back in his holster.
She reluctantly agrees. She looks over at her 3 Orions and she's like, just play with their Starfleet sensibilities, or they're never going to leave us alone.
Knowing the stuff from the tricorder read, I'm gonna kind of walk over to like the nearest computer console and try to see, like, look for logs and try to circumnavigate some of their past.
Um, are you just doing this out in the open, or are you trying to do it
You're muted.
secretly? Thank you. Are you trying to do this out in the open, or are you trying to do this secretly?
I'm gonna, like, make it look like I'm doing more scans, and, like, kind of be by a computer console and try to get some
All right, so that's
sneakily,
that's
but
an
openly.
insight security roll, difficulty 3.
I could also assist by continuing to talk to him about how horrible it would be if the radiation continued and burned their flesh from their bodies, and just disgust them with that.
That works.
Wouldn't it be control if I'm trying to do it sneakily?
Correct.
And I got 2 successes on my 1 die.
If you succeed, you get extra successes. All right, you get 1
Nice.
momentum. And you successfully interface into their computer. What are you trying to figure out?
Um, uh, where they, like, if it's stolen merchandise, if they're actually, pirates
Um,
instead of free traders.
they actually are free traders. And they stole the medicine from the Ferengi because the Ferengi kept trying to drive the price up and they didn't want the Gormaganders to die. There,
So their efforts were.
as you're looking through her logs, you can tell like all of her logs paint her as like Han Solo, like Han Solo, like doing the right thing. Like she's not a bad person. She's not trying to murder people or steal people's wealth.
All right, I will go back to the team and say, um, Helm, please take us back.
Yeah, so you're gonna go back to the shuttle. You cleared the radiation, so I'm not gonna make a
That's
roll.
Catboy.
That's con.
Yeah.
Yes, con
Yeah.
and
Control and con.
Control and con, difficulty 1.
Small craft. Focus. Roll. Going back to the ship.
All right, and you get an extra
Ooh.
momentum.
Also, you're muted, Doc, if you're saying anything.
Yeah, I said, all right, you get an extra momentum, but then that ship complication.
It's not a complication. It's just a fucked up character sheet. It's a 12.
Oh, I don't know why
Yes.
it's so fucked up.
Because they changed it and they suck ass and they need to put it back to the way it was.
All right, so you're at up to 4 momentum, and you've easily reached the ship. However, the ship starts receiving a jarbled communication from the sphere itself, and that's where we're gonna end it, and we're gonna come back for part 2 next time.
Woo!
Okay.
Can I make a roll just to heal my one punch wound?
You can rest. There's an actual rest mechanic in 2E. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
I
Is
think-
that a roll? I don't.
Yeah, it's like you rest for 5 minutes, you rest for a day.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's been a while since I've read the thing, so I don't remember.
But
what
you
to do.
can easily rest the amount of time it takes
Yeah.
to take that one stress away.
Because I'm sure heading to the ship, so more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, when we come back, it's going to be a new scene anyway, so you'll be up to snuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
And you
My
have,
character just accidentally found a new life form.
you have successfully completed half of this mission.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
My
So
character, who's a
beyond the
kid.
roll 20 difficulties, what did you guys think?
It was fun.
It was actually pretty interesting, except for the what you said about the roll 20 giving you a hate boner, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
some of these maps are larger than they should be.
Yeah.
When I started mapping it, I found out exactly where roll 20 is. Like, the map might be too big, and I might have and I made all the rest of the maps smaller.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I find it interesting that my character accidentally found a new life form.
Yeah.
And he's only 13.
Was it an accident?
Ooh. We'll name it after you. We'll name it a the finless life form. The fin life form. The finless form.
The fin
The less fin form.
Yeah.
We'll name
The
it
less,
after
That's even.
less flim flam form.
you.
So when you
Yeah.
when we come back, you have to deal with the life form. We got to get it out of the warp core because the dissonant power waves are threatening a warp breach. You got to deal with the Orions, and you got to translate this jarbled signal.
Yeah, I was already thinking of like putting it in like one of the capsules for the like to sell it in one of the capsules to so it doesn't continue
Oh yeah, you're talking about making like a cage for
causing
it.
havoc on
Like a
the ship.
stasis.
Well,
That's actually a good idea. But all
building
right,
capsule
guys, that's
and
all
actually
that's all I got for you for this session. We have reached 9:00, so I will talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.
And thank you guys out there for watching. And we'll be back in 2 weeks, the same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
I
Thank you
enjoyed
for
this a
Saving
lot.
a life form.
guys.
Yep. All right.
Saving
see
a
ya.
life form.
Bye.
See ya.
All right, later.
See ya.
What was you saying, Mac? Saving a life.